Hey everybody, we got a great show for you this week. I'm going to get to do one of my all-time bucket list items as far as bow hunting goes. This week on the show, we're going to be heading to the Texas Hill Country to chase axis deer. Let's go.
I'm going to try to shoot one with a bow this week. Cat may take a crack at one with a rifle this week.
There was one buck in particular that was showing up. He's missing an eye. He's an ancient deer, just massive, massive antlers.
It sounds like he is just destroying this tree back there. It was crazy.
I didn't really care. As long as the deer's mature, I'm shooting the first mature buck that comes in.
Right here. It's a good buck. He's going to come right in here. He's going to the water. Oh. My first ever axis deer hunt, and we've been successful on a pretty good one. Can you believe it?
I'm so glad you're here with me.
That's the nicest 6-point I've ever killed in my life.
Well, I'm mean as gravel, I'm poor as dirt, and I like things better the way they were. Well, I'm strong in the head, but I get things done. I spend too much money to have a little fun. Come on. I ain't changing, I'm a stubborn man. So can you love me like I am? Can you love me, baby, like I am? Yeah.
Hey everybody, we got a great show for you this week. You know, during the month of July, usually we're thinking about fishing or laying by the swimming pool or celebrating the fact that we live in the greatest country in the world. But this July, I wanted to mix it up and do a little something different. So I decided that me and my wife, Kat, were going to go hunt a species of deer that comes from the Indian subcontinent. That's right, the very famous and now very prolific axis deer. And we're going to hunt it in the United States of America. The primary goal for this trip is for me to shoot a deer with a Hoyt bow, but at the same time, Kat is bringing what is classified as a pistol. It's a short barrel .308 rifle, and she's going to try to whack one as well. So who knows what's going to happen. It's really kind of crazy because these axis deer in Texas rut at different times. So you might have some deer in full velvet, some deer dropping their antlers, and some deer in hardhorn just going full-blown rut. With a 2-year-old at home, Kat and I don't get the opportunity to get out, just the two of us. So I'm really looking forward to this hunt, and I don't really know what to expect. I just know that both of us want to go kill a big old 6-point, just because that's what an axis deer looks like to me. A beautiful, majestic, speckle-coated 6-point.
Aftermarket super loud exhaust, they said.
We are rolling through the hill country right now. We're excited, gonna be axis hunting. I brought my spotter with me, my navigator slash spotter slash personal assistant.
What's up, y'all?
How's it going?
Good, brother. Glad you made it.
Yeah.
I don't know, 15 or so miles back here. So we got a little rain. I don't know if that little Dodge is gonna be able to handle it.
It might not be.
I'll blaze the trail for you though.
All right, I appreciate that.
We'll shake hands when we get out of here.
All right, buddy.
This is going to be fun.
This week is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to the Triple LJ Ranch. We're going to link up with our guide, Joe Palumbo. Now, he does a lot of guiding, but he also participates in Heartland waterfowl. The Triple LJ is a working cattle ranch, and they also do whitetail deer hunting, some axis hunting, and blue quail hunting. This place is absolutely gorgeous. The hill country of Texas is a unique place to hunt. We were going to be staying down here this week with the Simon family. Now, they are 5th generation Texas oil drillers, and the stuff that they've done and seen and the innovations that they made, I can't even tell you in 3 episodes, much less just this part. They're some really good people. They're hardworking people. They love to hunt, and we're going to have a ball down here this week in Texas. Once we were getting our gear unloaded, Joe started showing me some pictures of some of the axis. And I've never hunted axis deer. I've seen them in magazines and on TV, but I really was just looking to shoot one that would make Joe proud, because he puts his eyes on them all the time, and this is their place. They do very, very few hunts on this place. They're not even really trying to advertise it. They just do a handful of hunts a year, and we're looking to go out and kill a big mature axis buck.
Same with this one. See, it's real tall.
Yep.
Got good caudals.
What's a caudal?
These second points, like those
okay.
inside points.
Okay.
And plus his fronts are cool because they like go straight up. They don't really swoop out.
Yeah,
but
he's different.
that's a cool one. Same one. He's missing an eye. Old, gnarly, like, that's a freaking hammer. That's a no-brainer.
I didn't really care. As long as the deer's mature, I'm shooting the first mature buck that comes in. If you want to fool the whitetail's nose, you need core body foam. Heck, I've even tested it on bloodhounds. So whether you're running from the law or you want to kill that nice buck, core body foam's the way to go.
Kip, we're not promoting evading the police.
What? It's not like I said I killed somebody, but I mean, if I did, I'd be lathering up with this stuff like Diddy does baby oil.
Jeez, Kip.
I can't say that either.
Don't say that.
Too
No.
soon? If you want great results in anything, form is critical. Go long, son. And taxidermy is no different. That's why the only form I use comes from Ohio Taxidermy Supply. It's a pretty sweet looking albino doe. I wonder how she lost her ears. So we got into camp and I wanted to bust out the Hoyt just to make sure it was zeroed, and then we're gonna get after the axis deer. That first night, after looking at a bunch of Joe's pictures, we decided that we were going to key on this water hole because a bunch of decent axis bucks had been coming using it the last couple weeks, and there was one buck in particular that was showing up. He's missing an eye. He's an ancient deer, just massive, massive antlers. And so we felt like that was our highest percentage to get a shot at one on that first night with the bow and arrow.
We find ourselves in the hill country of Texas. By we, I don't just mean like a royal we, like normal. Actually, me and Kat are here together today. This is our first time in many years being really anywhere without our kids. These axis deer are coming in here and they're keying on this little pond right here. And I'm gonna try to shoot one with a bow this week. Kat may take a crack at one with a rifle this week. If Michael Hunsucker from the Harlem Bow Hunter can do it, anybody can do it. That's what I thought when I booked this hunt. I love you, Mike. I'm gonna try to make you proud, son.
Well, Texas is as advertised in July. It's hot. This ground blind Joe had set up, it was brushed in nice. It was tucked up under a cedar. It was high elevation on this mound of dirt overlooking this water hole. It was the perfect setup.
Spiker.
These whitetail deer were gorgeous. The sun's starting to set. They're all playing around, fighting each other. And all of a sudden, I hear this tree just getting destroyed behind us. It sounds like an elk is destroying one of these cedar trees.
We got an axis deer roaring over to our left. And it sounds like he is just destroying this tree back there. It was crazy. He's ripping a tree to pieces right beside us, and then hopefully he's gonna come this way. But these does have cleared out of here now. I think that axis buck is maybe scared him off a little bit with all this racket he's making in the water.
So I'm thinking this axis deer is gonna come get a drink of water. He's got to. But then about 10 minutes passed and we didn't hear anything from him. And then all of a sudden, I catch something out of the corner of my eye. And this big old bruiser comes strolling on in there. do exist. Nah, I'm good, man. I don't eat that processed stuff. I only eat carnivore snacks made with salt and meat. And it's delicious. Hang on one second. It's blurry. How come Hey! SKB cases are so tough, you'll be tougher just by owning one. Hit me with that shovel.
I don't think that's...
Just do it!
Okay.
All right, we gotta do it again.
Oh, your face.
I didn't mean in the face.
Oh, babe.
What?
We're missing some teeth.
So I'm thinking this axis deer is gonna come get a drink of water. He's got to. But then about 10 minutes passed and we didn't hear anything from him. And then all of a sudden, I catch something out of the corner of my eye.
Right here. That's a good one. That's good. It's a good buck. He's gonna come right in here. He's going to the water.
This looked like the one-eyed buck that they had talked about. This deer was super old. They said, if you see this one-eyed buck, he's probably the oldest buck on the ranch. I just felt this peace and confidence just wash over me, like I'm just ready to do work now. All he's got to do is turn broadside and give me a shot.
Get him right there. You ready?
When he turns, I draw my bow. This buck is quartering away at about 32, 33 yards. I rest my 30-yard pin and release an arrow. I immediately knew that I made a perfect shot on this deer. So much blood, and these things are known for, according to Joe and some of the guides, they're really tough and they don't bleed a whole lot. But immediately when that mega meat hit him, it was no doubt in my mind he was not going anywhere.
Dude, that was sweet. It was weird. It was like when he came in, I was like, calm as I could be. But then after that arrow left, and I saw it bury up right, like I put it in the pump station. I mean, let me edit that. That's what some influencer or what some TV show host would say. I put that arrow right where I wanted to put it. And he was leaking fluid going out of here, that's all I know. That blood was dumping out of him, so my first ever axis deer hunt, and we've been successful on a pretty good one. I think, I don't know, I did that for you, Michael Hunsucker. I just want you to know that. So, I mean, he looked good to me. He's the first axis deer I've ever seen in person. Once I saw he didn't have an eye, I didn't care what his rack looked like. I mean, it's an axis deer. I was like, he's big enough. Dude, yeah, Josh, good job, buddy. That's me and Josh's first kill together, baby. Yeah. Oh, big axis buck down on the first night. You gotta understand, if you've never hunted a different species than a whitetail deer, if you're sitting around watching a bunch of whitetails and all of a sudden, it'd be like if you were watching a lizard and then Godzilla walked around the corner. Just, oh wait, there's Godzilla. That's what it felt like. It was like, yo, look at this whitetail. Oh, they're beautiful. Wow, that's just, Godzilla in the blind.
The emotion that came over me, like the first day in the blind, just shot a giant axis buck. I couldn't be more happy. This was unbelievable.
All right, here you are, Mr. Campbell. It took me just 2 weeks.
What is this?
It's the new semi-non-binary.
Did you bedazzle his eye?
Yes, and that's an upcharge.
Thanks. You wouldn't trust your trophy to an amateur, so why hang it like one? Get a full-range hanging system. If Vortex Optics were an animal, they'd be a cross between a wolverine and a howler monkey.
You're ridiculous.
I'm what Vortex calls a VIP. If I break this optic, they give me another one.
They do that for everybody.
Everybody gets another? I guess it's the everybody gets a trophy generation. When everybody's special, no one is Vortex.
Here, I was like, he's big enough. Dude, yeah, Josh, good job, buddy. That's me and Josh.
So I wanted to get out and recover this thing in the daylight, and we're losing light fast, but the blood trail is definitely not going to be hard to follow.
That's the direction he headed. We obviously just got out of blind. We still got plenty of daylight left, and I'd really love to show you this deer in the daylight. So we're gonna go grab this arrow. The whole premise, if you missed it a minute ago on the show, is that it is really hot in Texas. They've had plenty of rain, but it's still really hot. And me and Kat were sitting in the ground blind, overlooking this little tank, this little water hole. And there's a whole windmill where a windmill used to be, and a trough. And that buck just headed in, get him a drink. Now I knew there's where he's standing. All kinds of blood, a lot of blood. This is his tracks right here. There's blood. It's 8 feet wide, which is cool. Hold on, y'all stay, hold last blood, let me see. Yeah, we got blood right here, you're good. Heck yeah. He's right there. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I'm so glad you're here with us. Hey.
Congratulations.
We got you a buck, Zeke.
You did, baby.
And Cade and Izzy and Hattie. But Zeke specifically requested that I shoot him a buck.
Oh.
Let's go look at him, yeah, come on.
We spotted this axis deer, and I couldn't believe it. This all happened too fast. I mean, we hadn't even been there a full day yet, and I've got a good axis buck on the ground.
Dang, dude. Dang. Look at the size of that buck, man. Look at those main beams. Main beams for days.
Oh my goodness.
That's really, he's got to be, let's see, he's got scars on his neck. Look, yep. He's missing an eye. Joe was telling me that there's a super old buck out here missing one eye, and it was kind of the first thing that me and Josh saw when we looked out the side of the blind, and there's this buck walking in with one eye shut. And I was like, that's him.
Oh my gosh.
Look how pretty he is.
You're so beautiful.
Look at those spots, man. That's really cool. I've never put my hands on one. I've seen them on videos, and I've seen them in a magazine.
Love it.
Buddy, your ancestors came from somewhere in Asia and mine came from somewhere in Scotland, and here we are meeting up in Texas. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? What you think, Josh?
He's awesome.
That is
I cannot believe it.
I'm gonna tell you what. That's the nicest 6-point I've ever killed in my life.
So Joe and Jaden didn't even know we shot a deer. I just told them to come get us at dark because I knew it would take us that long to make a recovery and do all the filming we needed to. So I kind of wanted to surprise them with a dead deer. As a guide, there's nothing better than rolling up and the deer's already recovered.
What's up, boys?
Come on, brother.
Oh yeah,
Come on, brother.
I whacked him down.
No!
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Blue one too, that old one eye.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. Are you serious?
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Oh,
He didn't go 100 yards.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Dang, son.
He's had a good long life.
Congratulations. Your first one.
Yeah, man. First,
Oh, man.
Yep. It was awesome, bud.
I was really excited to get this deer in the cooler because I've heard, along with the massive trophy rack that an Axis sports, they've got some of the most delicious deer meat on the planet. Well, I know they say ladies first, but I was just saving that big, enormous trophy Axis for my wife. So I got my kill knocked out on the first day, and now it's Kat's turn. That is all the time we got. We couldn't fit it into this show, but come back next week and see how Kat's hunt turns out. I can promise you it's going to be exciting.
What do you think holding him?
I still can't believe it's done.
And as always, before you leave, don't forget to stop by the online store. Support us a little bit. Keep this show going just a little bit longer. You can pick you up one of these cool Make Killing Spikes Great Again shirts, which is what you do at the end of a frustrating hunting season. Love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Whose buck is it? Like Zeke.
What is that, Zeke?
Show Coco.
Zeke. What is that?
Buck.
Whose buck?
Daddy. Zeke's buck.
Zeke's buck.
Yay!